So the first several weeks of the NFL season was just straight up chaos weeks, and last week was apparently injury week. Well, this week it's trade week because we had about a dozen players get moved right at around the trade deadline, which for the NFL is a huge rarity. Like that, you almost never see this many moves going on, like right up close to the trade deadline, but this year there was a lot of action going on. So let's dissect it all and get ready for week 9 of the NFL season. Good. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Haymakers predicting the NFL. I am Nikki V. I'm joined by Voice of Reason. What a fucking week it's been.
Yeah, um, yeah. Just today alone has been insane as far as people making trades. Um, I guess we can start off by going over some of the biggest trades.
Yeah, sure. That sounds reasonable. Um, I think the biggest one of the week was probably Bradley Chubb getting moved to the Dolphins for a first round pick.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the official move includes Chubb and a 2025 fifth for a 2023 first, which I believe they got from the Niners
Hmm.
when they moved down to acquire Jalen Waddle, and also a 2024 fourth.
Yeah.
So they are going all in, pushing all their chips in. Like we don't have the ability to draft somebody to replace Tua next year, so
Yeah, this.
Tua is our guy.
Yeah, right now it is playoffs or bust for the Dolphins, and adding Bradley Chubb is necessary for their non-existent. Their okay, I can't say non-existent pass rush, but their depleted pass rush because they've experienced a bunch of injuries.
Hmm.
If I recall. Um, Another big one. This was the big wide receiver one. Chase Claypool going to the Chicago Bears.
Yes, finally we have a weapon.
A weapon.
Yes, we don't have to send out fucking Dante Pettis and Equanimous St. Brown anymore. Well, maybe one of them, but still.
That'd be all.
But yeah, it is. Like, so Claypool hasn't really been quite the same guy that he was when he broke out in 2020, but like I still think he can be really good. And like I think that Justin Fields is a whole hell of a lot better than like Roethlisberger's corpse from last couple of seasons and freaking Mitch Kiss and titties. So
Yep.
uh, yeah, like I think this is a move that works out for both sides because let's see, what did the Bears give up? I think they just gave up a second, which was the move that they got when they traded Roquan Smith a couple days ago to the Ravens.
Right. Yeah. They've been
We ba
making defensive moves.
Yeah, we basically flipped Roquan Smith for Chase Claypool, which I can live with.
That's fair. Um, Other big
We don't
moves.
have a pass rusher anymore,
No.
but hey,
Other big moves. This will affect. These are a couple of future ones. Jacob Martin on the Jets was traded for a trade to the Denver Broncos for a couple of picks. Um,
TJ Hawkinson was a pretty big one.
yeah, he went to freaking Minnesota.
Yeah, they traded him to a division rival. Like every time I think the Lions are going to start making good moves, they do something like this. This is insanity. Like don't like I get that you're in the process of tanking, but number one, TJ Hawkinson is really good and really young.
Mm,
Like you don't see that a lot with a rookie with a young tight end. It usually takes a while for them to develop.
right.
But to trade them within the division, that's so dumb.
I don't know. Maybe it's like the I scratch your back, you scratch mine for them getting Jameson Williams, and
I can't.
when they
Yeah.
traded up.
Yeah, the Lions ended up getting a um, second rounder this year and a third rounder next year.
Hmm.
So that's all right, I guess.
Yep. And I'm trying to think, the other really big one that's going to be affecting next year. Calvin Ridley is going to be a Jacksonville Jaguar.
Yeah, he's still suspended for the 2022 season for more games than Deshaun Watson because,
Mm-hmm.
logic. But uh, it's a pretty not major deal. Or not major in terms of like capital given up. All they gave up was a 2023 fifth and let's see here, and another pick that could go as high as a 2024 second,
Mm-hmm.
but that just depends on how much time he plays with the Jaguars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah, those were
mhm.
pretty much the high profile,
Yeah,
the high profile
there was a
ones.
there was a couple that still didn't get moved that we thought would, like Brian Burns and DJ Moore from the Panthers. Like they're in full blown tank mode, but
Mm-hmm.
those two ended up getting to stay with Carolina,
Right.
who
Um.
who nearly took the lead in the AFC South
Yep.
or in the NFC South last week
Uh,
because you're either tanking or you're leading the division in that division.
right. And then the other move, I'm actually looking at Ian Rappaport's Twitter right now. Jeff Wilson from the 49ers to the Dolphins
Uh-huh.
for a 2023 fifth rounder.
Uh-huh. That one's that one's all right. He's going back to getting or being coached by Mike McDaniel. Same thing with like he's rejoining his other teammate from San Francisco from last year, Raheem Mostert.
Yep.
And
Um.
one more that I think might be kind of big, Naheem Hines
Yes.
going from the Colts to the Bills.
Yep. Trading for Zach Moss and a conditional
Yeah, Zach.
sixth.
Yeah, Zach Moss. He's been kind of a liability this year. He hasn't been all that great, but Naheem Hines is like one of the best pass catching running backs in the league right now. So you put him with Josh Allen, and oh, that could be fun. So
Let's see. Anything else? Steelers. Oh yeah, they just traded. They also traded uh, Will Jackson the third to the Commanders.
oh, no, the Commanders are the ones who
Oh right.
traded him away.
Right. Okay.
Like the Steelers got William Jackson.
Okay. Um, anything of trying to think of anything
Yeah,
else. No trade for Cooks, as far as I can see.
yeah.
Mims and
None for Kareem Hunt.
yep,
He's still a Brown.
yep. Mims and Moore staying Jets.
Hmm.
Think that's yeah. I think that's pretty much it. All right. With that said, as far as how we did, as far as predictions, you won by one.
Yes. Let's see here. What games? What were the ones that swayed the vote? Oh yeah, you picked the Texans.
Yeah.
Ah.
Uh, I thought that could have gone either way because it was being played in Houston, but
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
I guess not. Uh,
Yeah, but you did also get the Commanders, so good
yes.
job there.
Yep. All right. Yeah, and honestly, it was pretty close. I mean, the coin had a big red streak after the 1 o'clock games.
Yeah, it did not do in the late games.
No. All right. So before we do our actual winners and losers, let's talk about there was some interesting stuff outside of football. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So why don't you talk about your outside of football winner for the week?
Okay, it's Ross Chastain, like NASCAR driver. Like, so for some context, like we are in the second to last week of the season for them. Like, next week the whittled the championship contenders down to just four.
Hmm.
Ross Chastain is behind by 2 spots. He with like 1 lap to go, and he needs to do something fucking wild in order to actually make up this ground. So, coming out of the final turn, he just puts it into fifth gear in a track where you don't even get over 100 miles an hour. Just puts it into fifth gear and drives along the outside wall, just hauling ass, destroying the right side of his car, and making up 5 spots in less than like 500 feet and ended up catching the person that he needed to beat and passing him right at the line and making the final four of the playoffs. It was one of the coolest moves I have ever seen in my 25 years of being a NASCAR fan. It was fucking sweet.
I believe this is what the young kids call a pro gamer move.
I actually sent that picture to my dad. Like it was like Denny Hamlin's like, I think we're gonna make it. We're gonna make the chase, like, or we're gonna make the finals. And then Ross Chastain's like, this is what we call a pro gamer move. Or
That
better yet, from F-Zero GX, you've got boost power.
honestly,
Uh,
that would be a move I would make when playing NASCAR Thunder 2003, and it would only work on Martinsville.
I'm glad you said that because in the post-race interview, they asked him, how did you, like, why did you think that move would work? And he literally said, NASCAR '05 on the GameCube. Legend.
Awesome.
Like, like even the guy who he beat for that was just like, I can't even be mad. Like that was wild.
All right. Now, my outside winner
Hmm.
is someone you might not know. It might go under the radar, but he goes by the name of Pat Hoberg. Now,
Hmm.
he is an umpire for the Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And most people hold him in high regard because he's pretty accurate when it comes to calling balls and strikes.
Hmm.
The reason I bring this up is because Pat Hoberg in Game 2 of the World Series called the second perfect game. 100% ball accuracy, 100% strike accuracy.
That is wild.
No missed calls, and like this is what people say when an umpire calls things down the middle.
Hmm.
Like, this is what all umpires and referees should aspire to be.
Right. Absolutely. Get Angel Hernandez, lock him in a room with this guy for the next like week and a half, and like if Angel doesn't survive, then he doesn't survive.
Mm-hmm. Now, I bring up this magnificent umping, and we hold in high regard, because my loser
Hmm.
for the week is Ref Ball.
Ah, like can never have it all the way
No,
good.
and
Like apparently all the refereeing talent went into that one guy.
yeah. I bring this up because my initial loser for the week was going to be the meme, the goddamn Jets, until I saw a particular tweet
Hmm.
coming directly from NFL officiating. Here's what the NFL officiating tweet said. The performance by the officiating crew in the New York Jets versus New England game was unacceptable. The roughing the passer
Ooh.
call was incorrect. Upon further
Hmm.
review, the defender was out of bounds on the second interception, and a blatant OPI was missed. We must
Hmm.
be better and apologize to the Jets organization. I bring
Wow, when it's getting so bad that they actually have to admit to their fuck ups, because normally they can say whatever they want with impunity because they can't be fired because they have like a stronger union than God. But like, Jesus Christ,
yeah,
it's it does have to get better.
I honestly, if I say this because it's another game where something Tom Brady adjacent gave them the win.
Hmm.
Thank, thanks to the rest. I honestly believe if uh, that if that pick six was not called, I honestly would have put the New York Jets as my winner this week.
Yeah.
That roughing the passer just completely shift momentum,
Mhm.
all because of god awful officiating.
Correct.
Your loser for the week, though.
Oh, my loser for the week is the Las Vegas Raiders. Like Jesus Christ. How do you get bopped by the Saints? You didn't score a single point. Like, what on earth is this? Like David Carr or Derek Carr, honestly, I can't tell the difference at this point. 15 for 23 for 101 yards and one pick. You got showed up by Andy Dalton. Panic.
Well,
Like,
he also got showed up by Alvin freaking Kamara.
well, sure, but Alvin Kamara is really good and has been good for like the last several years. Like Andy Dalton had a very good game against this Raiders team. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like Devontae Adams had how many catches? Would anyone like to take a guess? One. He had one catch for 3 yards. Terrible. And Dave. Oh, he actually got benched. Derek Carr actually got benched.
Oh.
Or maybe he got injured, but Jared Stidham finished out the game,
Right.
whatever the hell a Jared Stidham is.
Wasn't he a backup for New England?
Probably.
Yeah, I think he was the backup for New England before they got Brian Hoyer and Zappy.
Oh yeah. Or no, and Mac Jones. But yeah, I think he was supposed to there was a moment there where I read an article that they said, "Oh, Jared Stidham is the quarterback of the future for the New England Patriots."
Ugh.
No.
No.
So yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, your winner for the week though?
My winner for the week is going to feel weird to say, but I'm going to give it to the Commanders. Yeah, because they are now 4-4, like with a really late, like last second win over the Colts, which in and of itself is kind of not all that impressive because the Colts are in tank mode, but like they're 4-4 and still somehow last in the NFC East. I guess I could just say my winner for the week is the NFC East. Because, like, they're all four of them are somewhere between good and, like, the best team in the league.
Yep.
So, all right.
All right, and my winner, it's going to go to an individual player, Tua.
Yeah.
29 for 36 for over 382 yards, three touchdowns.
Yeah. Like, it's hard to say anymore that Tua isn't that dude. Like, even if they didn't need to, like, even if they still had first round picks, like, there's no way that they're replacing Tua now. He's the man.
Yeah, he is that dude.
He is that dude. He's the best quarterback that the Dolphins have had since Marino.
All right.
Low bar to clear, but hey, there you go.
Fair. All right. So this week, last week we only had 2 teams on the bye. This time we have 6.
Yeah.
So this week are the Browns, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Giants, the Steelers, and the 49ers.
Yeah, a lot of the teams that are on bye this week are the ones who made some of the moves, like the Broncos dealing away Bradley Chubb and the Steelers picking up William Jackson, 49ers getting rid of the running back Chase Edmonds. No, Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson. Yeah. So that'll give him time to, reassess, I guess, like figure out who's going to be ready to step up.
Yep. All right. So it's time to go through the games, and oh boy, do we have a barn burner for Thursday night game. Eagles taking on the Texans.
What is the spread?
I am looking that up right now. And
is it 20?
I'm checking. Let's see. Just going out to the sportsbook right now. Fill in time. Sportsbook. Come on, get to the NFL. Nope, not NHL. NFL. There we go.
Close enough.
Nope, -14.
That's that's too low. That's
It
too low.
it is
Like
the high it
the
is the
Texans might have a better chance if it was an NHL game.
yeah it is the biggest spread though.
Yeah. Yeah, but what has the Texans shown literally anything that says that they can hang with this team? Like this feels like a game where we might see Gardner Minshew by like before the end of the first half.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that's another one who could have probably been traded at the deadline. Gardner Minshew.
Oh yeah.
I guess they're like, well, make sure that nothing bad happens to, or if something bad happens to uh, uh,
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts.
Hurts, that
Yep.
they have some kind of contingency plan. But
Yeah.
still, I bet you they could have flipped him for something.
Mm-hmm. And Eagles coin has picked the Eagles.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Yep. Literally, as they opened up the coin flip app, it landed on tails.
Nice.
All right.
Like this way, we don't have to fret for the entire week just in case the Texans somehow pull off the upset and we get memed on by the coin.
Right. All right. Moving on. Moving on. Next game. No Europe games this week.
Hmm.
So we're gonna go to Colts Patriots.
Colts are in full blown tank mode, so
Yes, they are.
this one's easy.
Yes, it is.
I'll take the evil empire, even if Mac Jones kind of looks like shit right now.
Yeah. I mean, the Jets made him look like absolute crap. Like, how many times
Yeah,
was he sacked? Like 6 times?
something like that.
I could have sort of
Did
like higher, but yeah,
you-
the Pats got win on this one.
Yeah. Did you see the post game interview where Mac Jones was congratulating Bill Belichick
Oh
on
my,
getting?
oh my! It felt like he had a cattle prod at his back.
It looked like a hostage situation. Like he looked so scared. He was just like, I just want to congratulate Bill Belichick. It's an honor to work with him, and like Mac, blink twice if you're in danger.
Jeez. All right.
Uh, do you know Morse code?
All right. Coins picked the Pats as well.
Cool.
All right. Moving on. Next game. I'm worried for both teams, but I'm more worried for one over the other. Packers Lions.
Yeah, I bet Aaron Rodgers is so pissed off that they couldn't get anybody at the trade deadline. In fact, not only could they not get anybody at the trade deadline, they fucking had to watch as the Bears got Chase Claypool and the Vikings got TJ Hawkinson.
Yep.
Like like half of the division got better at the receivers and not the Packers.
Mm-mm.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He is.
I've seen Tom's shorts. They're funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw one of them. I think it was the Claypool one, but I haven't seen like any of the other ones he's done. He must have been busy today.
Oh yeah. Well,
Like
well,
he taking off jerseys and putting them back on. He's going to end up getting chafed.
well, he said. Well, I think he puts a t-shirt
Hmm?
under. I think he puts a t-shirt on underneath. Yeah, I think he had. Let's see. I think he had three videos. One of those was short, and that's yeah. He actually streamed the trade deadline recap for an
Uh-huh.
hour. Yeah. Maybe we should all send money to Tom for his beer fund. Meanwhile,
No.
okay. Anyway, I'm debating because I've actually picked the Lions to win this one. I think even though I think the Packers technically have the better defense, I think this is going to be one of those games where the Lions' offense outscores the Packers, and maybe they'll just hold on to the lead, but not by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the spread for this game should be low. Yeah, close game. -3.5 in favor of the Packers.
Mm-hmm. Going for the Lions, huh?
Yeah.
Like I I don't know. Like all I know for this game is like Aaron Rodgers is actually probably going to look good because he's throwing against the Lions defense,
Mm-hmm.
and the Lions defense makes miracles happen.
But
I'm
that it,
gonna say the Packers, but I don't feel great about it.
that how weird is that to say?
Yeah,
I'm picking the
like
Packers, but I feel
every
bad about
time
it.
every time I feel like they're about to hit, or the Packers are about to hit rock bottom. Oh, they lost to the Commanders. Oh, they're about to get bodied by the Bills. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. But if they lose to the Lions team, who are actively tanking, like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next game on the list is Chargers Falcons. Who will choke harder?
Oh, this is advanced choking, in the words of Emp Lemon.
Hmm. Oh, by the way, the coin has selected the Lions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like one team is on the rise and the other is not. Is not. Like, I believe the Falcons are 4-4 right now.
They're 4-4 and leading the division.
Oh my God. I saw a thing earlier this week where it was talking about who is winning each of the divisions in the NFC. Freaking the Eagles, the Vikings, the Falcons, and the Seahawks.
Two of these things are not like the other.
I would say three of these things. Hell, probably four. Well, maybe four. I don't know.
No, no, no.
I don't think anybody still expected the Eagles to be the last undefeated team. Oh,
No.
cat just scratched me. Okay, so yeah, I feel better about the Falcons than I do about the Chargers.
Really?
Like this, yeah, like this Chargers team just doesn't feel whole right now. It feels like they're still missing stuff that's going to get them to the playoffs. And I feel like the Falcons have a good bit of momentum at the moment. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Falcons.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Sounds good. The coin has selected the Chargers along with me.
All right.
Okay, time for the second biggest blowout: Bills Jets.
Oh boy.
So, the Bills,
Are good.
they should have slaughtered the Packers. Instead,
Yeah.
instead it was
They
actually,
might have let them off easy.
yeah, that was a pretty close game.
Hmm.
The Jets should have won against the New England Patriots, and that if not for rough ball.
Yeah. Like the Jets have a good enough team that they could probably contend, but you're not going to see me taking the pack or the Packers, the Jets in this one. Like
Oh
it's a
no.
divisional game. The Bills have that much more to um show. Plus they just picked up Naheem Hines. Plus like people are like, wow, why didn't you just destroy the Packers last week? Like they really need to
Mm-hmm.
actually show up and like humble someone
Mm-hmm.
old world style.
Yeah. Although I do want to see the matchups between uh, Sauce Gardner and
Stefan Diggs.
yeah, I want to see that so badly.
That's going to be a fun matchup.
Yep, a vet going up against potentially rookie of the year.
Hmm.
Mm. But yeah, everyone. I believe everyone is picking the Bills. Although I would, if I were betting, I would take the Jets for the spread because it is plus 13.
That seems doable.
Yeah, I think they'll get with at least within 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, moving on. Next game. I'll pay attention to it, but not as hard. Vikings taking on the Commanders.
Hmm. Man, Vikings have monopolized how to win ugly.
Yeah, won a close game against the Cardinals. I thought the Cardinals were going to win that game, if not
Hmm.
if not for a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, I think the Vikings are going to win this one and go into next week's matchup with the Bills 7-1 versus 7-1.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, the Commanders are all right. They can hang with they're better. They're not better than the teams that are tanking.
Mhm.
Like I would take them over the I don't know, the Lions, the Colts, the Panthers, maybe the Bears.
Hmm.
But against a legit team like the Vikings, no.
Nah, nah. Yeah, the coin has also selected the Vikings for this one.
Sounds good.
All right. Next matchup, Battle of the Kitties. Well, Panthers taking on the Bengals. The Panthers,
Panthers actually looked good last week. What the fuck?
if not for a DJ Moore helmet toss, which honestly I think that shouldn't have been called for unsportsmanlike conduct for taunting. Um,
I mean, it's a pretty clear cut and dry rule. Take off your helmet. Like, well, I guess the play was already over,
yeah,
but
the play was already dead. He was technically he was out of bounds.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
that
know.
that should not have been. I honestly thought that should have been called. If that, let me put it this way: if that was called, Brett Favre should have been called. Back in the back during Super Bowl 31.
Sure. Or Stefan Diggs should have been called during the when during that walk-off touchdown against the Saints.
Yes, the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah, because he took off his helmet and hucked it into the fifth row.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
inconsistent roughing. That
In,
name it.
in the NFL? No.
Meanwhile, the Bengals got their asses handed to them by Cleveland.
Yeah. Good job. Like, Cincy, right as we start giving you props, you fucking shit the bed like that.
I'm just going looking at the stats. How many times did Joe Burrow get sacked that day? One, two, three, four. I think. Hang on. One, two. That's a half. One, two, four, 5 times. He got sacked 5 times.
All I'll say is this. This is your offense on Jamar Chase. This is your offense without Jamar Chase.
Which is yeah that's pretty bad. Like
Hmm.
no, I'm just saying no Bengals wide receiver got over 50 yards.
That sounds about right. Like, you take away Jamar Chase, who like makes that offense tick. Like as good as Joe Burrow is, he needs that elite number one receiver. And without it, Jamar Chase, or without it, like since he looks pretty human,
Yeah.
even with
Uh
T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
yeah, so excuse me. Uh the Bengals need to get back on track. I'm taking the Bengals to beat the Panthers. This should be an easy win. Uh yeah, coin is
Hmm.
also selecting the Bengals.
Oh, there's a depraved part of me that wants to take the Panthers because like it feels like they're starting to get a little bit of momentum. Like PJ Walker is playing like an actual NFL quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's gonna end up being the Tommy Maddox of the USFL.
Well, no, Tommy Max played XFL.
Well, yeah, but like PJ Walker. Oh wait, no, PJ Walker was in the XFL, right?
Yeah, both of them were.
Right. Okay. So he's this generation's Tommy Maddox then.
Yes, there you go.
Gotcha.
Yes. All right. So you picking the Bengals?
Uh, yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna do it. I'm
Uh,
gonna take I'm gonna take the Panthers
okay. All right. First
because
deviation. The first deviation
yeah.
between.
Well, no, the Lions and the Chargers.
Well, I meant where I'm with the coin and you're with the
Gotcha.
you're against us. All right. All right. Next game, also 1 o'clock. Oh, like send in the tanks. Raiders, Jaguars.
Da 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 da. Yeah, this is gonna be sad.
I have no idea what the Raiders are doing. Jaguars, they can win. Like the game against the Giants, they could have won. The game against the Broncos, they could have won. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just all comes down to how much time's left on the clock and just can they just cross the plane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm repping the Jags on this one because I have no idea what the Raiders are doing. I mean, they did get shut out by the freaking Saints.
Yeah, which leads me to think that the Saints or that the Raiders are gonna play angry and like want to like assert themselves back up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take the Raiders
Mm-hmm.
begrudgingly.
Okay. All right. Okay. So has the coin.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I believe this is the last 1 o'clock game. Yes, it is. Dolphins taking on the Bears. Now this.
Okay,
Hmm.
I'm looking at the sheet that you have.
Yes.
You have written down the Bears.
Yeah.
Explain your actions.
Okay. Now, here's the interesting thing. This is between two teams that just improved over the trade post trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Bears have now an improved offense. Justin Fields has another weapon other than David Montgomery to throw to. The
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins have improved, have a second rusher, and they also got Bradley Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is, which improved team do I want to go with?
Mm-hmm.
Got a piece of parsley in my teeth. Yeah. Now when I initially made this pick, I didn't think the Bears would have. I think this was before the Roquan Smith trade.
Ah, okay.
All
So
right.
this is a bit older.
Yeah, but now, since they did, since they still have like a budding offense,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like something about playing at Soldier Field
Mm-hmm.
has like some errant effect on the visiting team. So
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a really nice day or if like a sudden monsoon comes through. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. This is my underdog for the week. I'm taking the Bears over the Dolphins.
That is bold.
Yeah, and it's only a 5 point spread in favor of the Dolphins.
Wow. Okay. I might take that Dolphins bet then, because yeah, the Bears offense is budding in the sense that it is still like larval.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is still like I remember back when Giannis got drafted by the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that the saying was he's 2 years away from being 2 years away.
I see.
That's what this Bears offense is to me. Like
Uh-huh.
they need a hell of a draft next year and maybe another hell of a draft after that in order for this offense to really start getting its juices going.
Okay.
So, and plus they just lost their two best pass rushers to trades in Roquan Smith and Robert Quinn. Like I don't think that this is going to be that close. I'm taking the Dolphins.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. The coin has also selected the Bears, but it might be drunk. All right. Moving on, 4 o'clock games. Battle of the Birds. Seahawks taking on the Cardinals. Cardinals losing a heartbreaker in Minnesota. Seahawks absolutely dominated the Giants.
Seahawks looking good.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm loving
th
this.
th yeah, there was one moment in particular from that game, like right after um Tyler Lockett dropped like an easy touchdown. Like Geno Smith came up to him afterwards, talked him up, got him going again, and he ends up scoring another touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Mm,
Like that's the kind of shit that wouldn't have happened when they still had Russell Wilson.
nope.
Like even though Russell Wilson's team won, they won against the Jaguars, so asterisk. But like Geno Smith feels like the weird thing is I don't think that he's gonna win comeback player of the year because there's really not a lot from him to come back from because he was never really all that good. But damn, he's playing good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm taking I'm taking the Seahawks over the one. I mean, the Cardinals are showing signs of life on offense. Um, but
Yes, they have gotten back DeAndre Hopkins.
yeah,
So
I was about to put type Geno into the coins. Uh,
hmm?
I was about to type Geno into the coin slot. Yeah, they're taking the Seahawks as well.
Yeah, Seahawks or the coins have just been fairly uniform with us because there hasn't been a game yet where we both agreed on a team and the coin has gone the opposite direction.
All right. Moving on. Final. Oh wait, are there only 2 4 o'clock games this week?
Maybe?
Yeah, there are only 2 4 o'clock games. Seahawks, Cardinals, and then this next one, Rams taking on the Buccaneers.
Huh. How bizarre.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm surprised. Like the Dolphins Bears one isn't a 4 o'clock game.
Yeah. Get that at least in front of some people.
Mm.
But yeah, this game would have been a lot more exciting if it happened week one.
Yeah.
Like the Rams are really starting to struggle and the Bucks are hilariously falling apart.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Like,
they finally utilized Leonard Fournette, but they still ended up losing to the Ravens.
yeah, is bad. It's not good.
Oh, and then the Rams uh, might as well be calling the 49ers daddy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you say that they know how to use Leonard Fournette properly. He had 9 carries for 24 yards.
Oh.
Like, he had a couple of catches as well, but like Fournette's playing like spicy garbage.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
But yeah, it's not great. Like right now with the Bucks, I'm taking the Rams and I feel good about it.
Yep, and so is the coin. Still no
See what I mean?
still no Yep.
Coin's piggybacking off of us.
Hmm. Blame Google.
Yep. Damn you, Bezos. Wait, no.
No, it's the partner team.
Ah, right. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay, Sunday night game. Could be
Well, still, damn you, Bezos. Anyway.
yeah. Anyway, Sunday night game could be a sleeper hit. Well, Titans taking on the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Titans are winning uglier than the Vikings are, and are like even more under the radar.
Yeah.
Like I'm just looking at a lot of their games so far this season. Like they're on a 5-game win streak, and their wins are 24-22 over the Raiders, 24-17 over the Colts, 21-17 against the Commanders, 19-10 against yeah, 19-10 against the Colts again, and 17-10 against the Texans. They don't score a lot, and they don't let you score a lot.
I just want to point out the how many passing yards Malik Willis got. 50, 55.
That's not good. Last I checked.
Nope. You know where that his arm went into? Derrick Henry's chest.
Yeah, handing the ball off 32 times to Derrick Henry.
and 8 times to Dontrell Hilliard.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dontrell Hilliard also had a pretty strong day. 8 carries, 83 yards,
Hmm.
but nobody's talking about him because Derrick Henry is literally an Attack on Titan character.
Right. And
Like,
yep, and the Chiefs, of course, coming off a bye.
mhm. Spread
So
on this game is obscenely high for two teams with the same record.
yeah, 12.5 in favor of the Chiefs.
And it doesn't feel wrong.
No, no, it doesn't.
Like, I, 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 I might put it at 10, but like, I don't feel bad about. Like, I might take that Chiefs minus 12 and a half. That's wild.
Okay. And
But yeah. So I'm taking the Chiefs.
all right, and damn it, Google, they're also Rams are also the coin's also taking the Chiefs.
the
Okay.
the coin's gone soft.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see.
Coins
All right,
can't
final
coins
game.
can't go soft.
All right, finally, Monday Night Football. Ravens taking on the Saints.
What the fuck is this Saints team? What the fuck is this Ravens team?
I like, I don't know. Like, every time we think like the Saints are ready to tank, they show up shutting out another team.
Yeah, and the thing is, they can't really tank because there's still like only one game out of the NFC South.
The NFC South is a garbage division.
And they have a tiebreaker over the Falcons because they beat them week 1.
Yep.
So literally, if the Saints win, the the Bucks lose and the Falcons lose, Saints are back on top of the NFC South at 4-5.
I see.
Like, this whole division is fucking wacky. Because like last week, that the Falcons Panthers game was for the division lead.
Yeah. Yeah, if the Panthers won that game, they would be in first, and the first place people would be 3-5.
Like the entire division would be 3-5 at that point.
Uh-huh.
Like this is going to be the division where it's first to 7 wins.
Yeah, I don't I don't look forward to it. In any case, Ravens look like the better team. They just got Gus Edwards back.
They just picked up Roquan Smith.
Yeah. I'm picking the
Like
Ravens.
like when the Ravens have good linebackers, worry.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Ravens too. God damn it, Coin, you took the Ravens too.
I'm sorry. That's what Google said.
Google, you're a bitch.
There's nothing I can do. Watch, I'm gonna flip it right now. See if it lands on tails. No, it lands on heads. I swear, it's literally 50-50.
It's almost like Google's listening in on. Oh,
Stop it. Stop going 50.
perfect.
Stop it. It just landed on heads again. Okay. We broke the curse. It landed on heads twice.
Okay. Hallelujah.